Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, tonight here on the SPL Network, thank you for tuning into the stream. I'm Darth, presenting the Slapshot Premier League in its third season of Rebound. We got two matchups out there on the ballot here tonight at 9 o'clock. The Boston Baked Beans taking on the Los Angeles Comets, and then later on I don't know how I was going to word that. Let's just start that one over. Boston Baked Beans taking on the Yosemite Grizzlies here at 9:30, and we'll see how that one transpires. Some of the big names taking on one of the up-and-coming stars from Challenger Boston, taking their spot with pride, looking to get themselves out of the relegation position. Right now they're in 10th, half or a full game behind the Turtles and 1.5 games behind the Maryland Ice Orcas. They got themselves into a hole. Let's see if they can dig themselves out of it as they come around and face teams for the second time in the season. Of course, in the professional division, everybody plays everybody twice, so this is going to be the last time we see each of these matchups until the playoffs, where there's still a possibility we might not even see it again. But tonight, Boston with a doubleheader, looking to get themselves up by their bootstraps and get on keeping on. If they win both of them, they move themselves into 8th place, knocking Maryland down into a relegation spot. That's the best case scenario for Boston. And then, of course, worst place, they stay where they are, and we try again later on. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Of course, last time the Los Angeles Comets and the Boston Baked Beans took on one another, it was back on the 6th. That was played here on the SPL Network. If you want to go back and check out the archives, you're welcome to. Let's get a little familiar with our rosters. Of course, last time these two teams did play against each other, Artigan, Nuo, Larry Moo were out there for the Boston Baked Beans, and then for the Los Angeles Comets, K-Spar, Derek, and Q-Silver out there on the ice as well. The Comets did end up taking this one out on top. 10-4 was the result of that matchup, and so we'll see how the evening transpires. K-Spar, Derek, Q-Silver, combining the Wombo combo on the offensive side. Q-Silver having 6 assists in the last game. K-Spar having 5 goals. Derek with 3 goals. Q-Silver having the 2. And then the tag team duo on the offensive side, Artigan and Nuo, both having 2 goals. Larry Moo without a point, but he did helm up the saves column quite handsomely in that last matchup. It's on the site if you want to go check out those statistics. But tonight, the rosters on the ballot. Comets having K-Spar, Q-Silver, Derek, and Laugh Track. Laugh Track, of course, playing a few games. We'll get more into that later on. And then for the Boston Baked Beans, Larry Moo, Nuo, Artigan, and Poop Sock. Speaking of those statistics, let's take a look. Of course, Derek leading the way in the terms of goals for the Los Angeles Comets. He's made himself at home in the 1 position, being fed through K-Spar, Q-Silver as well. Q-Silver really played the full 200-foot game out there. He's got 400 seconds of possession time. Of course, K-Spar liking to have the puck as well. They kind of dish it back and forth, give it to Derek to finish off. Seems to be their play style more times than not, just from what I've observed in the games I've casted. But yeah, Q-Silver, not a selfish player, only having 4 goals and 17 points on his tally sheet. Of course, Laugh Track out there making the most of his opportunities, given 4 games to play out there on the ice, and he's made the most of it, making 18 points in his professional career, jumping right over the Challenger division. He used to captain the Philly Ferrets, rebranded into the Retroville Caribou, and now he is here playing on the Los Angeles Comets roster. Of course, Philly and Retroville were both intermediate teams both seasons. Throughout season 1 was the Philly Ferrets, through season 2 it was Retroville Caribou. And then after the second season, they unfortunately disbanded. Of course, Laugh Track still interested in the game, found himself comfy. Found himself a few friends in the off-season tournament. Derek, K-Spar, Q-Silver all wanting to pick him up, and they did just that. And we'll see how they transpire going through this one. Of course, for the Boston Baked Beans, we got our usual 3. Poop Stock not seeing a game so far in the season as we move into the tail half of Season 3 of Slapshot Rebound. Nuo, Larry Moo, Artigan. Of course, Artigan having the lesser of the production side of things, but he's a solid player. His turnover ratio is pretty alright. And so we'll see how these guys really take it down to the ice. You know, Boston Baked Beans, they play as a unit. They've been together since Challenger and beyond. Coming into Slapshot Rebound through the qualifying rounds, fought their way hard and strong to get themselves to where they're at now. And they're tighter knit than you can possibly have any other 3 players out on the ice. We'll see how they match up on their doubleheader this evening. And, you know, once the players lob into the lobby, we'll get this one rocking and rolling before you can throw me out a tongue twister. But until then, we'll keep on keeping on. Boston Baked Beans this week. We're supposed to play the Toronto Turtles. Toronto Turtles not having a 3rd player. I believe it was Dave that had surgery on his shoulder. Not sure if I was supposed to disclose that or not, but there you have it. They have postponed all 3 of their matches in Tampa Bay up into week number 5. And so Boston Baked Beans heading off their 4th week here tonight with their doubleheader against the Grizzlies and the Comets. Of course, the Comets got a few more games ahead of them on the ballot as we move through the 4th week of Rebound. Of course, they're supposed to play the Colorado Cobras, and then on Sunday, they have a set time at 9 o'clock sharp. The Comets will be taking on the Penguins, trying to get themselves up in the standings. But long road ahead of us. We still have half a season to go here. Anybody's game to take out the top 8 spots for the playoffs. If you're not familiar with how the professional division operates, the top 8 teams get put into a playoff format. The bottom 2 teams play against the top 6 and challenger for the opportunity to keep their spot going into season number 4 of Rebound. But we'll see what happens. A lot of hype for the Boston Baked Beans in the chat. We'll see if that continues on throughout the evening. Of course, the Boston Baked Beans are in the lobby. So are the Comets. So once they're ready to go, so are we. And so, you know, it's up to them when we get this one rocking and rolling. A lot of Bean fans out and around town. A lot of Boston hype. I'm one of them. I'm going to try to not be biased, though. If my voice sounds deeper, that's because I don't know if I'm sick or not, but I'm just getting back in my old commentary style where my voice is a lot deeper than what it normally is. But it looks like Lav Track's going to get the go-ahead for the Los Angeles Comets as all 6 parties are ready to rock, ready to roll. We're taking it down to the ice between the Comets and the Beans. Beans on the right side, Comets on the left. The puck is dropped. The game is on. Larry Moo winning this one back for the boys in brown, taking this one back and around town towards the top side of the ice. Good forehand opportunity taken off the board. Shot towards the netting. Lav Track not quite able to find it between the pipes. Here's Nuo down the near side. Goes off K-Spire's hip. Back down into his own defensive end. Comets having possession, looking to keep it up towards the top side of the ice. K-Spire down to the near side, looking for Q-Silver. Nuo here winning that battle with a nice stick check. Gets this one down the near side. Here's Q-Silver. Lobs this one top side off the boards. Finds its way towards Lav Track. Popped out by Larry Moo over towards Artigan, but K-Spire is going to take charge right back down Center Avenue. Off the backhand. Looking for the shot. Goes off Larry Moo into the top side corner. Lav Track goes off and Nuo down the length of the ice. Boston here in pursuit of the puck. K-Spire going to be the first man back to pick it up on the defensive backswing for the Comets. Larry Moo with a nice shut off to that faucet. K-Spire picking up possession yet again. The captain of the Los Angeles Comets lobbing this one down topside, not quite able to hit Lav Track. Shot right back into the mix of things with Artigan's dumping. K-Spire down low, hounded by Larry Moo down to the near side. Off the forehand, looks for Q-Silver, but not quite able to find him. Here's Nuo down towards the near side. Banks this one off Q-Silver once, twice into the corner. Nuo whips this one out top side. Larry Moo not quite able to take possession. Lav Track directed it back to K-Spire off the backhand. Sends this one down to the near side. Here's Q-Silver off the hip, takes it back behind his own goal line. Nuo there with a nice loosening of the puck with Q-Silver. Able to take possession for the time being. Nice turnover by Nuo. He shoots, he scores, and he makes it 1-0 with 3 minutes and 43 seconds remaining. Q-Silver thought he had a pass opportunity to Lav Track, but indeed it was he that was had. And Nuo, a happy bunch along the top side point with a nice release and a firm place into the twine. 1 goal is the difference. Larry Moo towards the top side, not quite able to beat out the defense, lobbed back over to Artigan. Artigan down the near side boards with a bank pass over towards Larry Moo, throwing it towards himself off that board, but not quite able to beat out K-Spire's mental game. Nuo, top side between Lav Track and Larry Moo, dumping this one down the full 200. Here's K-Spire towards the top side boards, lobs this one past the stick of Lav Track. Q-Silver first man back for this one in the Boston zone, throws this one out in front. Artigan just going to let that one leak through down to the near side. K-Spire down the near side boards, looking to dangle his way back out into the neutral zone. Artigan off the hip. K-Spire off the swivel, down the near side, off the forehand, lobs this one top side. Here's Lav Track. Lav Track driving in, top side point shot, hits the side of the cage. That one remains wide. Larry Moo getting a hand on this one down the near side. Nice shot by K-Spire, directed wide to the top side. Nuo here with an opportunity himself, lobbing it just far side and wide. K-Spire near side, cutting this one back over to Lav Track. Lav Track furthering this one down the near side. Boards trying to deke out. Larry Moo does so, finds his way top side. Here's K-Spire along the board, stopped up by Larry Moo down in the corner, working his magic as the Boston's captain up against the Los Angeles captain. Larry Moo looking for that wraparound off the hip, stopped by Lav Track. Larry Moo keeps this one down low off the tip of the stick, throws this one back towards Artigan, but not quite able to make contact with him. Here in the first, it's still 1-0. Artigan down the near side. Larry Moo here off the back end, stopped up by Q-Silver, brought over to K-Spire. K-Spire down along the red line, treading it neatly off the back end, hits the forehead of Lav Track down low, panhandles it over Nuo's stick. Lav Track down low, trying to make the most of his opportunities. Nuo there picking that one off the apple tree. Q-Silver down low doing the same. Out in front, nice stop by Larry Moo, looking for the forehand shot, stolen away by K-Spire, throws this one out in front. Lav Track with a shot off the near side and wide. Laugh track off the back end down to the near side point, just out of the reach of K-Spire as he retrieves this one back off the back end. Nuo with a turnover shot, scores! He makes it 2-0. Right from the pocket, cha-ching, cha-chunk, we have the cash out. And Nuo with the second goal of the night. Boston Baked Beans coming out with a vengeance from the last time these two matched up. And I believe there was a 6-goal difference on the decision. I think it was 10-4. If I'm not mistaken. Larry Moo off the forehand over to Nuo. Nuo looking to take this one right to the house. Not quite able to take possession. K-Spire getting his stick in the way of that one. Larry Moo knocked loose down to the near side. Here's Q-Silver in his own defensive end. Lobbed out, and Larry Moo turns it over to the near side corner. Here's Artigan on the offensive push. Off the back end, able to find his way to Larry Moo. Back over to Artigan, and taking this one back down to the far side. Not quite able to get that one through. Laugh track to Nuo. Larry Moo picks it up on the defensive end. Throws this one topside. Nuo tries to further that one, but Laugh track able to stop that one away. On the near side, here's K-Spire off the forehand, stopped up by Larry Moo. Out in front, not quite able to find a friendly face. Nuo up against Q-Silver, down low in the Comets' offensive territory. K-Spire down in the near side corner, trying to take his time, looking for that option out towards the top side, but Larry Moo steals that one way, smothers out the flame. Sends this one into the offensive zone for the Boston Baked Beans. Q-Silver K-Spire with a nice shot, and he finds himself the difference. And he cuts down the difference by 1. Man, my vocab is just not here today. I'm sorry if you're playing this game and I'm just butchering my way through it. 2-1. Boston in the lead right now with 58 seconds remaining here in this first period of action. Q-Silver here taking his time back behind his own cage. Leaning down towards the near side off the forehand. Gets this one out of his own zone off the head of Larry Moo. Able to find his way to Artigan. Artigan off the back end. Stopped up by Laugh track. Loosened to the top side board. Stopped by Larry Moo for a second. Here's Q-Silver out the other way. Looking to take this one downtown off the side of the cage. Goes off Artigan. Out in front, and Q-Silver deemed the goal. As that one plays a little plinko between the Boston defense, it finds himself a little tally. That's a big bag of unfortunate if you bleed the brown and black. But best thing if you're the Comets fan. K-Spire looking to take this one down towards the near side. Good way to get into the way for Larry Moo, throwing his wrench into the socket, looking to see what happens. As K-Spire loosens this one topside. Laugh track hounded by Larry Moo, looking to take this one down to the near side. K-Spire here looking to whip this one down the near side boards. Does just that off the face of Nuo down to Artigan. Down the near side, stopped up by Q-Silver. Here's Artigan. Taking this one back towards the top side of the ice with 13 seconds remaining here in this first period of action. Artigan stopped up by Q-Silver. Laugh track getting a hand on this one as well for the boys in purple. The pin up along the top side point for the Boston attack comes off goes off Larry Moo back out to the point, goes off Artigan down to the near side. Q-Silver just going to hang on to that one. That's the end of the first period of action as we have a 2-2 game. We're tied between the Comets and the Beans. Good stuff, back and forth action. Very even on the statistics sheet. Much more even than I thought we were going to be as we were walking into this one. But we still got 2 more periods of action before we call this one a night. Looks like the lineups are staying the same as all 6 parties are ready to rock, ready to roll. We're taking it down to the ice for the second period of action between these two clubs. Boston on the right, Comets on the left. The puck is dropped. The game is on. 5 more minutes are underway. Artigan down the near side with a nice shot. Takes this one topside corner. Laugh track able to send this one down to the near. Not quite able to find a boy in purple. Here's Nuo throwing this one back down into the mix of things. Q-Silver back on his own defensive end down the near side. Trying to take this one out past the near side boards. Goes off Nuo to the top side. Laugh track driving on off the backhand. Stopped up by Artigan. Forced to retreat this one back into the neutral zone. Sent down to the near side. Q-Silver dangles his way past Nuo. Look for the shot off the side of the cage. Laugh track. Here's Larry Moo down the near side. Q-Silver there looking to stop him up. Q-Silver with possession, topside out to the point. Here's Laugh track off the back end down to the near side. K-Spire looking to take this one through. Good fake, good bobble. Not quite able to jive its way past Larry Moo. Shot, nice save by Nuo from Laugh track's sniper from the red line. Laugh track down the near side, bobbled up by Artigan. Back over to Laugh track. Laugh track to K-Spire. K-Spire along the topside board, swatted away by Larry Moo. Larry Moo trying to get this one down behind the enemy goal line. Does successfully, but K-Spire here has possession down the near side, looking to whip this one out. Goes off Artigan. Now off the back end to the topside boards. Larry Moo in pursuit of this one off the forehand, loosened by Laugh track over to Nuo. Nice shot, goes off Larry Moo down to the near side, keeping it in his pocket. The captain of the Boston Baked Beans, K-Spire, knocking it loose back into the Boston territory. Here's Nuo taking this one down the near side, awarded with a save in the process. Larry Moo down low in the corner, stopped up by K-Spire. Whips this one topside, stopped up by Artigan along the topside boards. The battle continues back out to the point. Artigan going to shuffle this one back over to Nuo. Nuo off the forehand down to Larry Moo off the backhand, but not quite able to snipe that one in. K-Spire topside, stopped up by Nuo. Nuo off the backhand, stopped by K-Spire. K-Spire loosened to the topside corner. Q-Silver not quite able to take that one in stride as Nuo keeps this one in the offensive zone. Larry Moo in hot pursuit of this one, takes it off the hip, laugh track, leaving that one over for Q-Silver. Artigan keeping this one down for the boys in brown. K-Spar back behind his own cage to retrieve this one off the back end towards the netting, and he finds himself a goal. From 180 feet away, with 3:10 remaining on the clock, the Los Angeles Comets for the first time this game have found themselves in the lead, making it 3-2. Yo, what's going on, Vishy? I haven't seen you in a while. Artigan getting a hand on this one. Down the near side, K-Spar picking this one up off the back end. Artigan towards the top side of the ice. Stopped up by Laugh Track in the corner. Able to leak this one out to the neutral zone. Here's Q-Silver picking this one up for the Los Angeles Comets. Down the near side with a nice forehand. Gets this one off the nose of K-Spar down into the corner. Artigan taking charge for the Boston Baked Beans. Goes off the hip of K-Spar. Loosened out. And down the full length of the ice was the dump in from Larry Moo. Nuo in hot pursuit of this one. Down the near side finds Artigan back out his own blue line. Down the near side goes off Q-Silver over to Nuo. Nuo off the back end looks for his captain on the top side point. Larry Moo banks this one off the side of the glass. Nuo over to Larry Moo, but not quite able to beat out Laugh Track as he loosens it into the corner. Artigan down the near side finds Nuo in the neutral zone off the forehand. Dumps this one down into the offensive zone for the Boston Baked Beans. K-Spar towards the top side corner, taking this one out for the boys in purple. Laugh Track trying to set the pick, but not quite able to keep Artigan from getting involved in that drive. This one's pinched off over to Q-Silver. Q-Silver down the near side, stopped up by Artigan. Goes off the tip of the stick. Larry Moo finds Laugh Track off the forehand, stopped up by Nuo out at the red line. Nice shot by Laugh Track, but not quite able to beat out Larry Moo. Larry Moo down the near side, stopped up by Nuo. Laugh Track getting a hand back over to K-Spire. K-Spire with 2 minutes remaining here in the second period of action, holding the lead. Not having to really prove anything else as we have 5 goals, 3 of them for the Comets. Down the near side, Laugh Track off the shot. Nice save by Nuo. Looking for that wraparound attempt. Goes off the forehand through the crease in one ear and out. The other comes out to Nuo down the near side. Not able to hit Artigan in stride. As K-Spar will take this one back beyond his own cage. Looks for the passing lane off the forehand. Down the near side goes over to Q-Silver. Q-Silver here down the near side slot. Nice shot, but goes off the far side into the corner. Larry Moose stopped up by Laugh Track. Laugh Track there, loosened back to the top side boards. Here's Q-Silver out at the point trying to get this one from Artigan. Nuo getting involved. Takes it off the backhand. Lost over to Laugh Track. Shooting, scoring! He makes it 4-2. And what an opportunity stolen away by the Comets. We thought Boston was coming out with a big one, but no. Laugh Track, the masked bandit, finds himself in the night without a flashlight and still finds a way to rob the bank. We have a 2-goal difference, and the Comets taking back what's rightfully theirs. Shot by Nuo, and the hats go flying with 1:17 remaining in the second. He's got a little peanut butter. He's got a little jelly. He's making a sandwich. And we'll see how he continues on throughout the night. I forgot to give Panarin mod. Sucks to be whoever that was. 1 minute remaining here in the second period of action. 1 goal is the difference. Boston looking to bring this comeback out in a big way. Q-Silver here off the back end, sent to the top side. Here's Laugh Track looking for that forehand shot off the far side, brought down to the near. Q-Silver in the corner, stopped up by Larry Moo, looking for the top side of the ice off the back end, keeping it in the pocket. Q-Silver, no, oh no, oh my goodness, Irv, fix the servers. I feel that on a personal level. Good steal away by Q-Silver. We're just going to pretend like that never happened. I'm sure a lot of people will not forget about that, but I'm going to pretend like it never happened personally. Good save by Artigan, able to take this one back behind his own cage, down the near side, off the backhand to the forehand. Good forehand pass over to Larry Moo. Shot, nice shot, and he finds himself the goal. You follow your shot, good things will come. We're back down to a 1-goal difference. Larry Moo with a shot, and try again. And one of those times you will succeed. With 23 seconds remaining, it's 4-5. Did it lag? I wasn't watching. I'm not going to say anything. Good shot by Laugh Track. He's not done yet, but Larry Moose says he was. Throws it into the corner. 10 seconds remain between the Comets and the Beans in the second period of action. Laugh Track down in the corner trying to get this one away. Nuo here off the back and hits K-Spar along the way. Throws this one off the hip of Q-Silver to the top side. Nuo not quite able to find a friendly face. Here we go into the second intermission with a 5-4 game and a Los Angeles lead. And if we had a Hall of Fame Eclipse, that might have made it. I might look into starting up something like that. As all 6 parties are ready to rock, ready to roll, we're taking it back down to the ice between the Beans and the Comets. Beans on the right, Comets on the left. This third and final period of regulation is underway as the puck has dropped. The game is on. Good bank out by Larry Moo, goes off. Laugh track back over to Nua. Laugh track not done yet. Out in the between the hash marks. Not quite able to beat out Nua as it's sent down the near side. Q-Silver looking to lob this one topside. Here's Laugh track getting a hand on this one. No, Artigan there with a nice pickup. Stopped up. Here's K-Spire. K-Spire here off the back end. Throwing this one down low, sent down to the near side. Q-Silver the first man to that one. Throws it out in front. Hits a Boston player on the defensive end. K-Spire trying to make the most of that one. Nua goes over to Artigan. Off the back end. Sent down to the near side point of the Boston territory. Here's Larry Moo down the near side board. Stopped up by Q-Silver. Bringing this one back out with a shot on target and a forehead to save it. Larry Moo coming out big in a big way. Standing up tall between the pipes. K-Spire. Laugh track out to the far side. Banks this one towards himself. Larry Moo setting up that pick. Artigan sent down to the near side. K-Spire picking this one up for the Comets off the forehand back and out in front. Lobs this one over the stick. Here's Laugh track along the top side boards. Good shot. Nua with a big save. He's going to send this one down and packing, giving Boston a little time to start up this forecheck. Good offensive pressure by Nua. Can't knock it until you try it. And he almost beat out K-Spire, but K-Spire standing tall. Ice in the veins with a beautiful save from the point. Larry Moo just looking at his hands, wondering why he can't get it through him. 3 minutes, 47 seconds remaining here in this third period of action. Boston down by 1. Q-Silver down the near side goes past Larry Moo over the stick of K-Spire. Artigan, the first man back, not able to get the first touch though. K-Spire with a nice stick check, able to free this one up for the boys in purple. Artigan doing the same for a moment. K-Spire out to the far side point. Larry Moo down to the near side, down center avenue. Good shot by Q-Silver, just missing the netting off the far side. K-Spire down low in the corner, looks for a lob out in front, goes off. Larry Moo keeping this one back behind his own cage. K-Spire picks this one up top side here from the slot. Nice shot by Laugh track, goes off the side of the cage. K-Spire down towards the near side corner, stopped up by Nua, sent out and Larry Moo. He's going to find his way down the length of the ice over to Artigan. Artigan off the back and a vicious hook back out to the point. Able to find his way back to Larry Moo, down to Artigan yet again, but K-Spire going to be the first man to this one. The battle continues behind the Comets netting. Artigan will not be denied. Artigan off the back end, trying to get this one towards the topside boards. Larry Moo waiting on the prowl, able to take possession back at the point. Nice shot through traffic, not able to find his way between the uprights. This is off the near side. Nua with the first touch, goes off Q-Silver, back over to Larry Moo. Larry Moo off the forehand. Good forehand pass. Not quite able to find its way to Artigan as Laugh track there with a nice little disturbance in the force. Here's K-Spire towards the top side off the back end. Able to zip this one down to Laugh track off the forehand. Tosses this one over to Q-Silver, but not quite able to pull the trigger on that shot. Here's Nua sending this one back over to Larry Moo. Shuffleboards it back to him with 2 minutes, 30 seconds remaining here in this third period of action. We have a 1 goal difference in favor of Los Angeles. Q-Silver back to K-Spire. Off the back end, look for the shot. Larry Moo steals it away, just has to hold W, and we have ourselves a ball game. We're tied at 5. Beautiful stuff so far, and Boston just will not be denied. We've got 10 goals, 5 apiece. Nua with a beautiful bank pass down. Artigan looking to pick the cherry off the tree. Here he is down the near side, looks to handle this one back over to Larry Moo. Shot, not able to score past Laugh track as he stands tall down the near side, and that one just leaks its way back down. And oh my goodness, that was an own goal, wasn't it? Well, Boston has scored 7 goals this game, and that's not a good thing. Man, it's a good thing I didn't have you guys bet on who was winning this game, because people would be really upset. Nua, top side out, stopped up by Laugh track. Good shot off the near side. Here's Artigan picking this one up off the forehand, sends this one top side. Nua off the backhand, stopped up by Laugh track along the top side point. Looking to shuffle that one in. Nua, they're the gatekeeper. Larry Moose loosening this one up, kept out of the defensive end for Boston. K-Spire top side out to Q-Silver. Q-Silver from the point. Nice shot. It's the side of the cage, though. Nua up against the side of his own cage, looking to loosen this one back out. Larry Moo up against Laugh track over to Q-Silver. Nice shot. Hits the side of the cage. Right down to the near side. Q-Silver lobs this one out to the near side point. Here's K-Spire here off the back end. Not quite able to take it to the forehand. Gonna try to peel it off the wall, throws it off the face of Larry Moo out to the top side point. Laugh track with a shot, goes off Artigan and down the near side. Here's Q-Silver, goes off Artigan, out to the neutral zone. Here's control by Laugh track off the back end over to Q-Silver, off the back of the face down to the near side boards. Larry Moo trying to stumble over top of Q-Silver as the forehand is not able to get that dump out. Here's K-Spire keeping possession down low for Los Angeles. Off the forehand down to the near side. Here's Q-Silver out in the neutral zone. Stopped up by Nua. Goes off of Artigan. Back to K-Spire. K-Spire down low in his own faceoff. Dot stopped up by Nua. Steals this one away. K-Spire not going to be denied. The stick battle continues down behind the Comets netting. Q-Silver picking this one up towards the top side. Good lob over to Laugh track. Almost able to deflect that one on target. With 40 seconds remaining, we still have a 6-5 game. Artigan top side. Larry Moo off the forehand. The back end. Taking this one topside board, stopped up by K-Spar, forced back into the corner. 30 seconds remain. Boston needs a goal, and they need it now. Q-Silver stops this one up off the back inch. Nice shot, and he finds himself the hat trick. Over the rainbow and through the woods, into the netting we go. 7-5. And Larry Moo not quite happy about the hitbox on the head as that one was lifted, labeled for the roof, and difficult one to stop there off the dome. 18 seconds remain. Larry Moo not going to be denied. Down the near side, Laugh Track stopped up by Nuo. Good shot, but Laugh Track with a beautiful block out at the point. Nuo pinches this one off the hip. Down to Larry Moo. Goes off K-Spar towards the top side of the ice. Dumps this one out. Hits Laugh Track at the red line. Off the forehand down to the near side point. Here's Q-Silver here looking to take this one down to Disco Town, but not quite able to find its way through. That's going to be the end of the ball game between the Boston Baked Beans and the Los Angeles Comets. Goal scores for the Los Angeles Comets: 3 for Q-Silver, 2 for Laugh Track, and 2 for K-Spar. And then for the Boston Baked Beans, 3 for Nuo, 2 for Larry Moo, and then 2 saves, 2 assists for Artigan, his call to fame in that matchup. Of course, the Boston Baked Beans shared the load. Nuo having 6 saves, Larry Moo having 5, and the Comets just an onslaught of offense. And whenever you have that many on net, some of them just find a way to trickle in, and that's really the story from tonight. 2 goals the difference. Comets came out with a big win, and we'll keep an eye on how they finish out their week, as they still have to play the Colorado Cobras and the Toronto Penguins. Both of those probably going to be on Sunday night. Toronto's definitely going to be Sunday night at 9 o'clock. If you want to tune into that one, we'll probably be here. But nonetheless, we'll move on through the evening, and we'll see how the remainder of the night goes. Up next at 9:30, the Yosemite Grizzlies, the Boston Baked Beans, that cap off our evening here on the SPL Network on this Thursday night. We got one more matchup, and it's going to be a big one. You're not going to want to miss it. We'll be back in about 5 minutes to start the pregame, and in about 9 minutes to drop the puck if you're interested in that. But yeah, thank you for tuning into the SPL Network. I'm Darth. We will be right back.